Yes, so these are the campuses that host students now undertaking various courses in agriculture and allied sciences. Sokoine has an enrollment of about 15,000 students, both undergraduate and postgraduates, and we offer about 39 degree and non-degree programs. South Africa, allow me to say a few words about the Solomon Mahlangu campus. We'll hear more about it. This is the former Solomon Mahlangu Freedom Camp. So it's located like 10 kilometers from here. It was donated back to the government of Tanzania, and the government of Tanzania donated it to Sokoine University of Agriculture, and we retained the name Solomon Mahlangu for that campus. It's a place worth visiting because it's rich in history, and the university continues to preserve the rich history in that site, including a graveyard, the popular graveyard for South African freedom fighters. It's a place where if you visit, we'll come into touch with the popular South African names and names of politicians like Albert Lutuli Primary School, J.B. Marx Hostel, for example, Walter Sisulu Boardroom, etc. So it's a place where when you go, you get the touch of the South African history, especially during the period of freedom fighting. Mr. Guest of Honor, let me go back now to this event. It's a special event, it's a unique event to us, and we hope it will be a very memorable in our history, especially history of this university. It's a rare type of event to host, as you can see, having all this mixed type of people from all walks of life, even the representatives of the farm coming together and learn about sharing experience on how to solve problems facing our societies today in the sectors of livestock health as well as human health. Ladies and gentlemen, the event, alongside the official launch of this chair, the Oliver Reginald Tambo chair here at SUA, will also address complex issues of how to develop innovative One Health approaches. And this is going to be done through cutting-edge science, ranging from genomics, molecular biology, and analytical epidemiology. And they will be done in order to improve the risk or to reduce the risk of management of viral epidemics in the country as well as in Africa. Therefore, Mr. Guest of Honor, the theme of this event is very topical and very relevant because it addresses one of the complex global development challenges, viral epidemics. And as a university, we are very much pleased to host this research chair. Honorable Guest of Honor, ladies and gentlemen, this event has attracted various participants, as I've mentioned earlier, from South Africa and some other countries. I think it's worth thanking all these participants who have taken their time to travel to witness these events, for their devotion for this event, for setting aside the valuable time for Tanzania, especially during this part. It's still not very easy and very smooth. And despite their tight schedules, I hope they'll still find time, as I mentioned, to visit Morogoro, enjoy the hospitality of the people of Morogoro, the municipality, as well as the SUA community. Ladies and gentlemen, let me, on behalf of the SUA management and the community, and on my own behalf, thank all from the Oliver and Reginald Tambo Foundation and the government of Africa through the National Research Foundation for sponsoring this very important event. At this juncture, we should put a warm round of applause. Furthermore, Mr. Guest of Honor, I would like to thank Professor Mark Royomam, as well as Professor Gerard Bisinzo, Mwenye Kigoda, the Oliver Tambo Research Shareholder, as well as the whole team from the Sausage Foundation for One Health and the Secretariat, the whole administration for their logistical support and for organizing this conference, which I hope is going to deliver what is expected of it. Let me admit, and without mentioning the support of the dream of organizing this event, has been put into reality, because we are now all here and we are about to hear a lot of talks. We're going to have a lot of talks about viral epidemics, as well as the launch of the chair in the army. So, to all of you, thank you so much for your time, for your commitment, and for your devotion. And with these few remarks, it is now my pleasure to briefly invite the Minister, the Deputy Minister of Science and Education, to say just a few words, actually to simply greet you before we proceed with the event, and then it's going to have a much longer talk towards the end of the event. Honorable Minister, please.
Haya bwana, jamani za asubuhi. Nitazungumza lugha zote hii au tatu hii. Nitachanganya Kiswahili, Kiarabu na Kiingereza. Allow me to do that. I'll just mix the language because I can speak almost 5 languages. So I can interchange. I can sit in any language. I think you can hear me. So I was just wanted to welcome you to this occasion today. I'm here on behalf of the Minister, Professor Lofukena, who didn't manage to come. And on behalf of him, I'm here today. So you just enjoy to be with me, because I'm always a student who eager to learn from other people. And so far, I think we have this very important occasion. I'm here to represent my minister, and to represent you, and to represent our government in general. So I will talk much later on. I'm just here to greet you and then to say welcome to this occasion, very important occasion to our country and our life together. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister of Education, Science and Technology. And now I will return this microphone to the MC and go on with the program as it has been circulated. Thank you so much and welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big applause to the guest of honor, please. I was so moved by his intention to use even Arabic language, but unfortunately didn't there. So hopefully we will as time goes on. Now I think it's a high time that we can begin our program as it is set. And the first presenter, based on the program that we have, the first presenter, first presentation will come from Promise Shibango, and yeah, she's going to present on context of Reginald Tambo Africa Research Chairs. So, Mr. Guest of Honor, we can pay attention. This person will be presenting online, so join us in that presentation. I'm asking for the adherence to time. Should not be more than 10 minutes. And if promise you can manage, please spend 5 minutes. That will be better. Thank you. Promise, can you proceed? Hello, Promise, can you hear us? Is Promise online?
I'm just going to share for the part of the community that we are here to as introduced by the MC, my name is Promise Shabangu, and I am currently furthering my career with the National Research Foundation of South Africa within their Research Chains and Centers of Excellence Directorate. My duty today is fairly simple. I am just supposed to give a background on the Reginald Tambo Africa Research Chairs Initiative. The contribution of science, technology, and innovation for socio-economic development are now acknowledged in major global and regional frameworks as essential for advances in science for seeking solutions to major global and African challenges in particular. Within this context, research excellence, human and institutional capacity developments are key enablers for enhancing Africa's global competitiveness and for positioning the continent as a preferred research and innovation investment destination. Accelerating the continent's contribution to these enablers requires a multiplicity of mechanisms which can include increased public and private sectors research and innovation investment, long-term strategic and innovative approaches to enhance intra-Africa research collaborations, a clearly articulated international strategy, and a partnership approach that leverages existing and new networks across different sectors for additional resources. The research chairs concept is similar to the concept for centers of excellence in the sense that they support research in a world-class, they support world-class research in a particular priority area. But the research chairs concept has many distinguishing features. Most notably, it recognizes individual excellence, leadership, and talent. Chairs ideally foster prestige and visibility associated with an individual. They catalyze organizational expertise in a given area, in particular through the training of high-quality postgraduate students, and more broadly, they contribute to the strengthening of a national research system. Research chairs are...
Excuse me, Promise.
The cadets.
Miss Promise, can you show your slide, please? We can't follow. Can you display your slide? Please, to show the slide. Just click show the slide so that you can follow into your presentation. Oh, thank you. I'm going to backtrack a bit and begin on the concept of research chains. They are similar to the concepts for centers of excellence in the sense that they support world-class research in a priority area, but they have many distinguishing features. Most notably, they recognize individual excellence and talent. Chairs foster prestige and visibility associated with an individual. They catalyze organizational expertise in a given area, and in particular, through the research system. Research chairs are a means to developing a research group, as well as the training of cadets of the next generation and emerging researchers, while centering this contribution to an individual. Over the years, research chairs as a concept have gained momentum in Africa. A typical example would be the emerging program that was piloted by the Canadian IDRC and South Africa, which sought to fund trilateral research chairs. The chairs were collaboratively funded between chairs of Canada, South Africa, and another African partner country. Other funders have also supported centers of excellence based on selected African institutions, the most prominent of which is the World Bank African Center Initiative. In the year 2000,
the government of Canada created a permanent program that aims to establish 2,000 research chairs in eligible degree granting institutions across Canada. The Canadian Research Chairs Program invests approximately $265 million per year to attract and retain some of the world's most accomplished and promising researchers. Shareholders in that program aim to achieve research excellence in various fields, including engineering and the natural sciences, health sciences, humanities, and the social sciences. They improve the depth of knowledge and quality of life. They have strengthened Canada's international competitiveness and continue to help train the next generation of highly skilled people through student supervision, teaching, and the coordination of other research work. The South African Research Chairs Initiative, similarly, was established in the year 2006 as a strategic intervention by the South African government to attract and retain research excellence and innovation within South African universities. Since its inception in 2006, a cumulative total of 283 chairs, including through international bilateral and trilateral partnerships and with the private sector, have been awarded. Part of the intention was to attract international candidates. This led to the South African Research Chairs Program being designed slightly different to allow those from the African diaspora and those appointed internationally to spend a minimum of 50% of their time outside of South Africa. All the chairs include a capacity building elements, and our shareholders are expected to meet set targets for staff development, and additional funds are provided to support postdoctoral and postgraduate students. The Oral Tambo Africa initiative was also designed with the intention to support a new strain of research chairs with a clear and inclusive focus on the African continent. It was announced by the South Africa's Department of Science and Innovation in December 2017 during our annual science forum. The Oral Tambo Africa Research Chairs is led by the National Foundation in partnership with the Department of Science and Innovation, the Oliver and Adelaide Tambo Foundation, who are the custodians of the Tambo legacy, as well as our partner science granting councils who participate in the Science Granting Council Initiative of Sub-Saharan South Africa. Oliver Reginald Tambo is a South African anti-apartheid politician and revolutionary who served as the president of the African National Congress from 1967 to 1991. This initiative combines the political development and higher education objectives to honor a leading figure in the development of African unity. We envisage for this program to have a catalytic impact on the development of research infrastructure in the recipient countries, as well as to contribute to knowledge production and high-end skills in alignment with AU Agenda 2063 and CISA 2024. Through international and regional strategic partnerships, it is our hope that the chairs will contribute to the development of long-term mutually beneficial research collaboration on the continent. To that end, the objectives of the Oral Tambo Africa Research Chairs Initiative are to contribute to an expanded research and innovation capacities for Africa, to attract and research and sciences within Africa's higher education system, to contribute to Africa's global research competitiveness while responding to the continent's socio-economic needs, to contribute to Africa's career pathways for young and mid-career researchers with a strong focus on research, innovation, and human capital development output trajectory. And of course, it is to honor and promote the legacy of Oral Tambo by emulating his values of professional excellence, integrity, inclusiveness, honesty, humility, and respect for human dignity. The Oral Tambo Africa Research Chain Initiative builds on existing continental frameworks and interventions that are geared towards institutional capacity strengthening, the development of high-end skills, recruitment and retention of excellent researchers, and incentives to support research that contributes to socio-economic and transformative development. These are the guiding principles of the initiative. We want our chairs to be hosted by African research-intensive public universities in partnership with other higher education and research institutions either within the country where they are hosted or beyond. We fund these chairs on a core funding model that is in collaboration with the National Science Granting Council. In this case, it will be COSTECH. We work with public universities as well as COSTECH in order to align the proposal to the research priorities of the country. When the call was open to advertise these chairs, it was an open and competitive process, and no chair was pre-allocated to an institution. The chairholders are expected to dedicate at least 80% of their time to conducting research, as well as training postgraduate students. All our research chairs are attainable by established researchers who are recognized internationally as leaders in their respective fields. As mentioned before, our partners are the Oliver and Adelaide Tambo Foundation, our mother department, which is the Department of Science and Innovation of South Africa in Canada, as well as the SGCI initiative. The Oral Tambo Africa initiative seeks to build on this initiative on a pilot basis and with an initial focus on just the countries that are participating in the SGCI. The SGCI is a multi-funder initiative that aims to the capacities of 15 science granting councils within the continent in order to support research and evidence-based policies that will contribute to economic and social development. The SGCI also contributes to strengthening the ability of science granting councils to manage research, design and monitor research programs based on the use of robust science, technology and innovation indicators, supports knowledge exchange with the private sector, and strengthens partnerships between science granting councils and other science system actors within the continent. The SGCI is represented by 15 countries, namely Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Senegal, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Malawi, Mozambique, Namibia, and Botswana. You will note that the geographical position of this country represents the Western, Southern, and Eastern Africa. The chairs compromise of, the SGCI compromises of public science funding agencies who are partnering through the autarky with the aim to build a sustainability measure for the uptake of the chairs post the initial funding period of 5 years. We are using or reinforcing the existing structures that have been built by the SGCI program to manage and implement the Oral Tambo research chairs. Our partners present for us an opportunity to build critical mass of high caliber research activity and credibility surrounding these chairs. Currently, we have 10 awarded chairs. We have begun talks to establish more chairs in the area, but these are the 10 that we are actively funding, and today we are launching the chair that is being hosted by the Sokoine University of Agriculture in Tanzania. I have reached the end of my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. We really appreciate for the presentation. And you spent more time, but I had to allow because of the first presentation. So thank you so much for enlightening us on what is OR research chair is about. Ladies and gentlemen, we already clapped beforehand. Can you repeat one clap for her? Thank you, that's good. Thank you, Promise. We really appreciate. The next presentation in the program is from the Director General of COSTECH, Dr. Amos Nongo. Dr. Amos Nongo, are you online, please? Dr. Nongo? Dr. Nongo, please. Can you unmute? Dr. Nongo, can you unmute?
Let me see. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yes, we can hear you. Proceed.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Good morning, Dr. Amos Nongo, we can hear you.
Thank you for this. Mheshimiwa Waziri, naomba nisalimie kwa jina la Tanzania. Nashukuru na kuona, lakini sauti sisikii. Sasa tufanye na nisikia wote? Yes, so it's let me start by, taking up where the product presenter has ended. Start my video, okay? Let me put in the video, if that will help. Hello? Can someone respond? You are hearing me? Okay, so I proceed?
Proceed.
You can proceed.
Let's proceed. Okay, thank you. Yes, so starting from the last slide of the last presenter, that the COSTECH is one of the members in the South African Council. We participated and we were honored to Tanzania secure 2 research chairs, and starting from there, the whole process had the 53 applications from 37 institutions in 15 countries. So Tanzania gets 2 chairs out of the 10 which was offered. So that was a big success to Tanzania and to COSTECH as a coordinator of the process. Kwa Mheshimiwa Waziri, tunashukuru wizara tumewezesha kufanikisha huu uratibu, that Sua and Mandela were among the 10 those who got the Oliver Tambo chair. And since my talk is regarding the Tanzania context, the Tanzania in Africa context. So after we were able to get these 2 positions, then we had to learn more from South Africa. What are they doing? And as noted, there is the South African Research Chair program, which is different from the Oliver Tambo program. So we sat down again, discussing, because we saw the potential for the research chair with all the objectives which include to promote research that has national impact, to retain and attract outstanding researchers and scientists, in the country to improve such capacity. Also, we saw the same chair.
Recording stopped. Progress.
Mr. Chair as a tool for cost taking to enhance the private sector, government, private, industrial, academia collaboration. So in that aspect, we took this Reginald as an initial stage. Out of that, we decided that now we need to have a local research program, or else we are domesticating the Reginald Tambo research program to have the Tanzania version, similar to what South Africa is doing. They have their own program, and then the stage we have consultation with the National Foundation of South Africa. We developed our national framework for research, which was, I think it was in February, where also we invited our minister to launch the research, and as a coincidence, the Deputy Minister, Honorable Ibanga, was also sent to COSTEC to launch the research framework, and today you are sure again launching the Reginald Tambo research sure. So it is a very nice coincidence, and Mheshimiwa tunakupongeza sana. Now the aim of our national framework is to provide a providing guide that sets minimum requirements for the establishment and management of the research in the higher institutions and other institutions. And the framework has been approved by the board, as I said, and it was launched by the Deputy Minister of the Education and Technology in February, and it has already been now adopted by 10 other institutions in both Tanzania mainland and the island. Now, out of that, and our desire to domesticate the research program, we have a research plan for 2026. And in this financial year, COSTEC set aside funds to support at least 3 local researchers. The service will... Hello?
Yes, proceed. We can hear you.
Yes, and since we said, the research program is a tool for COSTEC to have to make engage between the academia and the private sector. So now engagement with other partners and stakeholders to support the research program in the country. 2 weeks ago, we had a meeting with one of the private sector, other sending the idea, and they were very glad. On that note, we are having our first session of engagement with stakeholders this Saturday on the 18th of August in Zanzibar, where I wanted to discuss at length to see where is the win-win situation between us, the coordinator, the government, and the private sector, so that we can achieve all the good things which are promised to do the research program. So after the 18th Zanzibar, we intend to have another engagement later in Dodoma, but at least we have started, and we have already put aside funds to support researchers this year. And the good thing, our sisters in South Africa have already committed to support us, strengthen the local research as well as the Reginald Tambo, which is the main one. And we are very positive that, that will be a good win-win between the government and the private sector, that linkage is done, but at the same time, we are being able to have promoting research that have national impact, but also solve societal issues and solve the issues the public sector themselves. We want our researchers not to solve the problems, but which have societal impact. And through that, we hope that the researchers as well as the private sector will heed our call and we can work with those few remarks. Thank you for your attention and good morning.
Thank you, Dr. Thank you, Dr. Lungu, for keeping the time. You have really right on the spot. I nearly told you you're out of time, but thank you for keeping it. One clap, please, for him. Thank you. We really realize now that it's already election agenda to have the research chair. So we trust that Constable will push heavily to that, make sure that it becomes materialized. And we are lucky that the same minister who went for the inaugural of the program is here again. So it's appreciable. Then next in the presentation now is a physical. Professor Raman, please. The floor is yours. 10 minutes. Thank you.
Excellency and my Vice Chancellors of Sokoto University, and the University of Health and Sciences, my Directors General of Inui and Tawiri, and others outside the country. Today we celebrate Research Chair, Reginald Tambo Research Chair in viral epidemics. It's something for us to be proud of because this arises out of an initiative that we set out in 2008, and we've been allowed to flourish so far. Counting at the end of 2021, we have produced 21 postdoc research fellows, is one of them, and 61 PhDs, 100 MScs, and published over 440 papers in international journals. The chair it targets an area of extreme relevance to humanity. If we needed any reminder, it is the last COVID or when COVID. When we set up in 2008, we had come out of a series of epidemics. And the most precipitating disease that precipitated a global study called the foresight study, the future for infection disease, involving over 400 scientists globally, had a strand of Africa. The precipitating